Wacha kuniangalia, angalia hapa. Hizi ndizi ni ngapi? 4. Haya, kwa hizo 4. Nikitoa ndizi 2, nabaki na ndizi ngapi? Ndizi. Ngapi? Niza wewe, angalia hapa. Ninakuongelesha kwa upole. Hizi ni ngapi? 2. Good. Sasa hivi 4. Alafu sasa nikuje nitoe hizi 2. Inabaki ngapi? Jaribu kuhesabu hizo vidole uone. 500. What is 4 take away 2 ni 500. Kusema tu kweli. Venye unachanganyikiwa hivi, kwa tumbo yangu si ungechanganyika tu na maragwe venye unachanganyikiwa hapa. Me too. Nitakuweka kofi.
Oh my God! Wait, Francis, please make this man a drink.
Oya hapa sasa tunamuita baba Otis ama ndo nani sasa? Mama Otis ama baba Otis.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, man. In primary school, Flaqo was not a comedian. This guy, in fact, was a prefect. He was one of the most serious students you would ever find in the school.
Surprise. Surprised, manzi. I didn't know I would end up being a comedian. I was so serious. Nilikuwa naandika noisemakers. Nilikuwa mtiaji. You make a sound, I write your name. That was me back then.
So when you finished high school, you know, you did something really interesting. You decided that, you know what, you were going to strike it out on your own.
Yeah.
You go out and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't know if you know this. So Flaqo decides, yo, me, I'm leaving home and I'm going to do my own thing. That own thing he's going to do is music. So you'd think that when he went to campus, he would do something that is related to all this creative industry.
Yeah.
He goes to campus and studies public health.
Yeah. That was my parents were like, nani amefanya nini? Nowadays akona job. Nani amefanya nowadays akona job? Ingie ufanye public health. Now I had to do that to appease them because I'm like, where industry ni hard.
It was a bit hard to get people to buy into the Mama Otis character.
Yeah. True.
And you thought you would do something to get people's attention and then sneak in Mama Otis there somewhere, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah? So Flaqo started doing impressions. And he decided, so this is like, if you know hip hop music, you know 50 Cent, right? 50 Cent started his career by dissing people.
Yeah.
So Flaqo decides, okay, this is how I'm going to get guys to notice me. I'm going to diss all the celebrities I can diss.
Yo, Pascal Takodi be like,
Waria, taka naenda wapi? Takufa.
it's not good enough for me. Oh, since I've been with you. Oh, you Peter Sintwele. See you gonge. So, this impression is Chimano, Sauti Soul. I wanna hold you tighter, sweeter. Let's make love tonight. I wanna kiss you tender and deeper. Let's make love. From nothing to something, they start. Nico, inaweza fanyaga ulus purpose. Utakula nini? Unaenda wapi? Nakulanga sosi. Na sosi hainitoshi. Leo ni Sunday. Nipe sikio. Mimi nataka simuli.
Flaqo, why you do bahati like that, bro? Why you do bahati like that,
and,
bro?
You know, at that point, I was actually just trying whether I can, okay, let me try Nani, it fails. Okay, let me try Nani, it fails. So how when you at that point, were the ones who realized that, oh, kumbe I can actually try bahati, right. I didn't know.
But had you ever done impressions before?
Never. Like that time when I started doing impressions, that was the time I was discovering that, oh, kumbe naweza.
You landed in Nairobi in 1 week.
Yeah.
You know, your content was trending, it was everywhere, it was, you know, like everybody knew you, oh my God, this is that guy, Flaqo Dini, everything.
Yeah.
But then you realized, at that point you realized something, that you could be famous, super famous, and super broke.
Yeah. Guy, I was nilikuwa Rongai pale, I'm famous, but sina dough, I don't have money. I'm calling my mom home, mom, as a, to me at a tao to. I've been sending you money. Kwani see you are famous, how come it's not helping you? I told you, enda utafute kazi ya public health.
Sasa ona.
So I'm like, my God. So I'm famous, so I have to drop all this and go back and look for a job. But I really held on at that time. So the point is, you can be super famous and super broke.
And you watched something that Eric Omondi did, where he talked about the same thing.
Yeah.
Like there was a time Eric Omondi was also like in the same situation.
Damn, it's crazy. Unaingia, people expect so much. Nilikuwa nimesimama stage, alafu msako like, Flaqo, kwani unafanya nini na sisi hapa? I'm like, I was trending too last week. How come in a week natoa pesa wapi? And even 2 months after that, I was still broke. Sikuwa na pesa.
Is it true that there was a time you were in a restaurant, ulikuwa kwa kibanda mahali, let me just say ulikuwa kwa kibanda.
Yeah.
Uko na msana jaribu kukufilm.
Ananifilm hivi. Nikasema Jesus Christ. Sasa hizi ni
like msana trend kwa social media lakini kwa ground vitu ni different.
Nakula mabatini pale. I was really heartbroken because like my numbers were really high. My numbers were really high, sometimes higher than hata wenye wanafanya endorsements, but I was not getting any endorsements. And I really didn't know why. I've never understood why. But Seth God is the one who plugged me with the very first endorsement that I did. And from that time, everything is just...
But there's somebody else we have to give flowers to. Brenda Jones.
Yeah.
Brenda Jones
reached out
to Flaqo.
Yeah.
So she called you from the blue.
Yeah.
Like you had never met her before?
I'd never met her before. Akanicall, akaniongelesha, akaniambia, yo, you know what, Flaqo? I see you. And at that time, I'm really depressed because nafanya content, no money. I really see you, and I know how you're feeling. You've been really doing content for quite a while, but you're not getting any endorsements. That time, ilibaki hivi, niseme, to hell, I'm going back to Kisumu to look for a job. Yeah, so she really saved me.
Tell us, when you did your first endorsement or your first influencing gig, the money you were paid, were you expecting that?
Kwanza it came, I didn't expect, because that time nilikuwa so broke. And I'm like, I'm really passionate about growing my craft. Sasa, now what do? Can you imagine being broke, alafu mtu anakupatia 240,000?
When you were going to do the video, in your mind, how much were you thinking you would charge for it?
I was consulting, sijui niwaambie 20,000. Sasa kanita kaniambia, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? This is my rate card. So, quote something that's higher than this.